Hello and welcome. And oh my God, the cameras are not that bad. I do have to change some things up. We are going to move Corey around. And welcome to our homebrew D&D game. Sorry, we're doing a little bit of the of tech issues. Some of our people are having some tech issues, so we are going to go mainly no cameras today, with some exceptions of myself and Corey. Thank you, Corey, for not letting me be by myself.
I'd say you're welcome, but I'm not sure.
So, few housekeeping things. Number one, again, a reminder, any and all proceeds this stream does get goes 100% towards women reproductive rights, to a charity group that I located that does. For those of you who don't know, I am in, most of us, not all of us, but most of us live in Florida. Yes, Florida man meme is a meme for a reason. But there's a nonprofit organization that helps women with travel expenses, hotel expenses, and the whole process if they choose to get an abortion. And that's where the money is going to be going. And of course, I've got people yelling in the background. Right now, we do have two players that are going to be absent. At least one of them is going to be absent for a little bit of time. The other one, unfortunately, had to work. And, well, we don't get paid to do this. This is just fun. So, bills have to be paid. Let's introduce our cast of characters, though, first. I'm going to start off with the most powerful member of the party, who has their camera on. There's only one of you with their camera on, so.
Yeah, this.
I was just hoping that would go on by. Anyway, so I'm Heidi. I play Corey. I am a Kelshtar druid.
Next, we have Blue Mage Artist.
Hey everyone, I'm Blue Mage Artist. I play Ares Dunslavo, the strongest man in the world. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. Strongest man in the world, member of the circus. And yeah, sorry that you can't see me tonight, but I have this nice little picture of me from when I had big floofy hair.
The picture's not showing.
Oh, then you have a picture of me as my character.
Yes.
Because that's what I look like in real life. That is just a picture of me that I just made black and white.
So we can see who's actually putting on the stream out of my cast of characters right now and who's not. Next, we have Wizard Cat Dragon.
Hi, I'm Josh. I play Meowgi, the Tabaxi Draconic Lineage Sorcerer, Divination Wizard, Pact of the Celestial Warlock, who has been through some shit.
And he's not having a good day right now.
No.
And I'm Nightsfall, the DM. We are playing in a homebrew world called Jestradin that has been created by myself and my cast of players. They have put in a lot of work themselves, actually, to flesh out the world. Some of them have even created a continent on a moment's notice. That person who just said their character's last name, who's the first time I've ever heard of that, but I will use that later.
It's on the character sheet.
So, when we last left off, it was a rough one, wasn't it? You guys went to Elkson's hometown, which is a small, remote village in a mountain range in the southern part of the Grand Duchy. This town was besieged by frost giants. Most of the townsfolk were taken for some sort of ritual. The frost giants, under the lead of Embla, the Fire Eater, a frost giant warlock of the Fiend, whose patron happened to be the same patron of Elkson, who Elkson turned away. The battle went pretty well. You guys did a lot of damage. You guys interrupted the ritual. However, one of you fell. Elkson Udakari died at the hands of her former patron. Something taken from her. As Miyagi attempted to pour down healing potions and heal her, there was no effect. The body is absolute cold. We return now to the scene where Miyagi has been backed away from the body, and people are attempting to comfort him. What exactly are you trying to say to comfort Miyagi?
Ares doesn't really have words, so he just kind of puts a hand on Miyagi's shoulder and is doing the quiet strength thing.
And Corey, are you doing anything?
Miyagi, I can't even say how sorry I am. I know words don't mean anything right now. But we're here for you.
Miyagi, what are you doing right now?
Sobbing uncontrollably. she, she's gonna be okay. She's fine. She'll get back up. They're doing.
Corey, you're the first one who notices with your massively high passive perception. Elkson's armor, which you know is fully made of wood, starts to expand and grow. Slowly but surely, it encompasses her entire body. And it starts to grow larger and larger. Branches start to sprout off, and leaves. And keep in mind, you all are in a very, very cold area. There is snow on the ground. It is frigid here. But these leaves are verdant green. And it gets larger. And with your passive perception, you can easily tell there's little veins of silver running down the bark of the tree.
So, question as player, is this like a druid grove now?
There's definitely some druidic magic involved with this, yes.
And I'm sure as a druid I would have heard of this happening before.
You know of different spells that druids can do to create growth, to stimulate growth, to make things, a forest just appear. This is a little different. It's possibly due to the nature of her armor that she wore. But this tree keeps on growing and growing until it's until it's large in size, and Elkson's body is no longer visible. What are you all doing?
Yogi, I don't know exactly what's happening here, but I've heard of some similar things. It's almost like she's created her spirit has like created this grove. Like a place of peace and rest and beauty in a place that didn't have that before. I know it's not much consolation right now. One day it might be. I might be able to do something that will let you or her family come visit rather easily. At least for a few times. If you'd like me to try, I can.
Yes, please. Please.
So is there a way that I can use my what do you call it? Transport via plants to make a link between, that I can use like the tree or something to create a link to this spot.
Well, transport via plants, you just need to be familiar with a tree. Now, this tree can easily, you can easily be familiar with this tree. So when you go to a different tree and you want to return here, you'll be able to do that.
Okay.
Miyagi, what are you doing?
Are there still people in the cages?
There are, but you also have this massive tree in front of you.
Okay. Miyagi will go up, place a hand on the tree.
As you place your hand on the tree, you are filled with warmth. You didn't even realize how cold you were before. And the tree seems to melt away a little bit at your touch. And you start to see those veins of silver as they seem to be coming down to a point. And as the wood melts away as if it was water, you see an amulet, medallion really. It's silver in color, and it has a depiction of a white dragonborn on it. It falls into your hands.
I think she's giving you that, Miyagi. She's
Still like upset. He's gonna take it and wear it.
You should check your character sheet on D&D Beyond.
Oh man.
Feel free to share if you'd like. If not, that's fine.
Oh man. It's called Elixin's Embrace. Upon her demise, the living armor worn by Elixin Urikara grew into a massive tree, and from this tree, the veins of Mithril pulled into a medallion bearing the image of a white dragonborn. When worn by the adventurers who were with her when she fell, this item does not require attunement. You gain a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws while wearing
This amulet.
This amulet. Additionally, you gain resistance to cold damage. Once per long rest, you gain the ability to sprout a pair of dragon wings from your back, gaining a flying speed equal to your current speed, and you can create these wings as a bonus action on your turn. They last for 1 minute or until you dismiss them as a bonus action. Wings. The loss of my girlfriend.
think this is her way of saying she's always gonna be with you. I don't think she could have said it any more clear than that. And I'll be able to, like, bring you back to visit if there's another big tree.
Aries, make a perception check.
Got it.
Go ahead and continue, Corey. Sorry.
It'll make like a portal between them for you to come see her or spend some time here.
Like that.
Aries, what was your perception check?
Nat 20 for 25.
Very good. You see, out of the corner of your eye, one of those bodies of the creatures you slew start to crawl towards the cages.
I'm going to quickly run to the body and stomp on it.
You stomp on it, and you stomp on Embla. You see she coughs up blood. She shouldn't have left me.
I'm going to look at her with a face full of rage. You don't get to live. And I'm going to just smash her face until it's just nothing left.
All right. Corey and Miyagi, you definitely see this. You see Ares run up, stomp on Embla, and start pounding her in the face. Does anybody do anything?
Miyagi. She was crawling towards the cages, right?
Yep.
So before Miyagi leaves the tree, he's gonna say, I couldn't save you. I could save other people. Start ignoring what Ares is doing, start making his way towards the cages.
And you hear in your head, you should take your vengeance. I am sorry. You are suffering. Do you still go towards the cages?
Miyagi walks forward a little bit, and then once that voice pops in his head, he freezes and looks over to what Ares is doing to Embla.
Ares, you got some broken bones in her head. She is almost gone. You
Still
definitely...
pounding away.
What's that?
I'm pounding away, and I don't know if I'm aware or not, but I am, like, not screaming, but, like, I'm definitely, like, making noise.
Oh, yeah.
Miyagi, let's go help the people in the cages.
Miyagi raises a hand. And, like, towards Embla, begins to cast Eldritch Blast. And then
You feel,
blast.
as you start to cast it, more power than you've ever felt before.
Miyagi, it's more important that we help the people who can't help themselves. Ares has her in hand.
Poof,
Her-
poof, poof, poof.
Is that the sound of me punching?
Yes, and it has a little bit squishier now. A little bit squishier now.
We need to help the people who can't help themselves. We don't know what else could be coming. If something came and took us out, they would be lost. We have to help them now. I need your help. I can't do it by myself.
Puts his hand down, like bites his lip, and goes with Corey.
Okay. Ares.
Yes.
She has a hole in her head. There is no face anymore. It is conclave.
So I feel like I would keep pounding until I eventually wore myself out, and then I would just kind of reflect for a moment, breathing deeply.
Okay.
And then in the silence, I would compose myself and eventually get up and join the others.
I will say, with your constitution, your rage, and all that, you've basically decapitated her by punching. There is no head anymore. The first person in the world to do decapitation by punching.
Setting records, it's what Ares is here to do.
You all go to the cages. And what you didn't notice before is that there are glyphs set around the cages. And Corey, with your passive perception, you can smell a caustic liquid, almost like oil. And you see that some of the snow has not melted away, but maybe congealed a little bit. And as you track the pattern, you can see what Embla was going for was this other patch of snow that has an oil-like substance on it that sprouts out to all the cages. Perhaps she was trying to light them all on fire. As far as the locks go on the cages, they're very ramshackled. You can either do a strength check or a lockpicking check, but it is pretty basic.
I'll rip them off.
Yeah, I'll leave the strength to the strength person.
Alright, so doing a strength check?
Sure, don't roll 1. I know your strength.
That's a 23.
23, crash! You not only rip them off, you crush the locks. They were brittle, it's cold.
Yes. I would just let my hand open as the dust from the locks just blows into the wind.
And you have a crowd of about 45 people start to pawn over you all. Thank you. I don't know what she was going to do. Thank you so much.
Are any of you injured?
No, they need us all healthy for whatever fucking diabolical plans they had.
Do any of you know what they were gonna do? Did you hear anything?
Sacrifice to some demon for more power.
I think it is important to get you back to village. So gather your things, help those who are weak, and let us be on our way.
Yes, of course. These giants, when they first came, we were protected, but apparently there's a dragon further north in the mountains, and that drove them away. Is it true? Are dragons back?
It would appear so, friend. You say the dragons drove them away. They drove the giants away.
I overheard one of them saying they were tired of a ramshackle their cave that they're in. Apparently they weren't too happy with it, and they liked their old home, but they said there was a white dragon that took most of their tribe and made them slaves. Do you have any water by chance?
Druid, do you have water? Can you create some with magic?
Let me see what I have.
Or Miyagi, maybe you could just melt some snow.
It melts a lot of snow.
Do I have water in my inventory?
You should. Everybody should. You need water.
I have water skin.
He has
Which-
have a water skin too.
Which is filled with water, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do create and destroy water.
Water, or water appearing substance.
Vodka. Create and
Ares has a
destroy
water
vodka.
Ares has a water skin filled with mayonnaise.
I can
That's disgusting.
You never know when you need it for a sandwich.
I can create some, and can I also use some to destroy, or flush the whole, little runes they've got going, mess them up?
Oh, absolutely. You can use create destroy water basically to dilute all the blood that was there, because you remember they had a bunch of runes painted out in blood.
Yeah, I messed that up.
You can easily do that. The stones, on the other hand, if you want to mess those up, you've got to do something else.
All right. I'll do
Could we
that.
mess them up by punching them?
You can attempt to.
I will attempt to punch them.
Holy crap, that hurt. It hurt. It's solid.
Ah.
You almost feel vibrations going down because you're damn strong, okay? When you hit it, it shakes a little bit just from the force of your blow.
Yep.
You can almost feel that vibration going down, down. You don't even know how far. Who knows how big these rocks are?
Wow. So we will not be punching rocks today.
Go ahead and give me a perception check, though, Ares.
Got it. 19.
You inspect where you hit the rock. And you did chip away some things, and you see something sparkling underneath the stone.
You said some flame sparking underneath the stone?
Something sparkling.
Something sparkling.
No flame.
I'm gonna call over Corey. Corey, come take a look.
So I'll go look.
And I apologize, folks. My accent is all over the place tonight.
You take a look, and he's just got like a very little bit of stone gone away. It's probably from one of the diamond-tipped spikes on his gloves. And you do see, like, when you move around and the sun just happens to hit it. Well, actually, I'm sorry, it's nighttime. But there are torches around. Where the light just happens to hit it, you see a sparkle.
Interesting.
What are you supposing this is?
Does it look like it's, veins through the stone, or more like the stone?
It looks like there's something underneath the stone.
Like beneath the surface of the stone?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to give it like 2 more whacks just to
Hang
see
on,
if I
hang
could
on,
chip away.
Let me
Oh,
try to make that easier for you.
okay.
I'm gonna cast Enlarge Reduce on the stone and try to shrink it down.
Oh.
You cast it and it does not move.
Oh.
Darn. Okay, well, I tried.
I'm going to cast Fist.
Muscle Wizards cast Fist. And you punch it. I need a strength check.
You got it.
I'll guide you since I'm here.
Okay. That went on a whole journey of different numbers. Guidance is a +4?
Yep. Or plus
Or a
D4.
D4?
Yep.
D4. What I meant to say. Rolled a 4. So that's a total of 24.
You chip away about a 3-inch chunk. And there is definitely something underneath the stone. You see pictographs, some language that you aren't. Well, let me check your character sheet. What languages do you speak?
Celestial, Common, Dwarvish, and Giant.
It's a language that you do not understand. And, but yeah, that's it.
I can assume what language it is, but Ares wouldn't know that. So,
This whole time, Miyagi's been helping and giving water to those who need it.
And there's a good number of them. They are definitely dehydrated.
If they need
And I
more
picked up a
water, let
stone
me know.
shard.
I can make more.
What was that, Ares?
Can I grab a stone shard? Like, do the shards have that same kind of like sparkly energy to them?
No. The shards, you can grab one. The shard of rock that you've knocked off is what you're saying?
Yeah.
It just looks like a normal stone.
Okay, then there's no point. Too bad Hondir is being all quiet and reflective. Perhaps he would know a thing or two about the weird markings in stone.
Hondir is kneeling by the kneeling by the tree. Same as Ath.
Ah.
Miyagi Ixbit decided to turn himself invisible before you went to those people. And you just feel him on your shoulder, and he's just patting your head.
Thanks, Big Spit. Hey. You're a good friend.
He doesn't say anything. Probably because you are crowded by a lot of people.
Yeah, probably. How's everyone reacting to Sylvie?
Sylvie is hidden underneath your cloak.
Good, okay.
Friend Miyagi, when you get the moment, can I see you over here?
Sure. Could someone please take over water duties? While I go help out?
I can,
asking
boss.
one of the...
If you want.
Everyone, addressing the people swarming me. Don't be alarmed. I have a friend. He's going to give you water. He looks a little bit odd, but he's nice.
You feel him jump off you, and you see the imprint of the snow of his feet in there. Don't worry, folks. I'm about to give you a show. As he poofs into existence with purple smoke, and he starts singing. And you see him bring out a top hat and put it on his head and start to do a little dance, saying, "Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my good time gal."
Oh, he's a frog.
Yep. You see, he even has a nice little cane that it materializes, and he's just kicking his feet up. Some of the children there get scared a little bit, but then they start laughing.
In my notes.
What's that?
That's going in my notes. He needs to do that more often. And Miyagi will give
Hey, boss, you want me to
Go over.
start bringing these people back to the town?
If you could do that, that would be great. Everyone follow this wonderful imp.
The imp with the most impness.
He lets out. Miyagi will let out a small chuckle.
Imping ain't easy.
Okay, folks, get ready to get on my flying carpet. As you see him start to pull something out of a little pouch that he has. Does anybody react?
Miyagi's gonna be looking at him?
I'm just kidding. I don't have a flying carpet. Come on.
That would have been really helpful.
And Ixpit starts to bring these people back.
Miyagi will saunter over to Corey and Ares. Is everything okay?
Well, there's something under this stone, and Ares hasn't been able to do much damage by punching it, but I tried to I tried to make it smaller. It didn't work. I don't know if I can do anything. I can try to guiding bolt it, but it looks like there's some words or something underneath it.
You're smartest person in group, Miyagi, so I hope you can read strange language.
Shame Ixpit isn't here right now.
Yeah. Oh, what do the runes look like? Or the language?
What languages do you speak?
I speak Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Draconic, and Sylvan.
Nothing that you can recognize on this one.
Wow, I really thought those were abyssal marks.
I mean, it's familiar. It's familiar to you too, Ares. It has some floors that is familiar, but it's nothing that you know of.
No. Now, is it just a partial script, or is it like...
It's a very partial. Very, very partial.
If I were to prestidigitate the snow, could I, like, remove enough of it to at least get an idea of what it's saying?
Well, again, it's
Not understanding it.
It's underneath the stone, not the snow.
Oh.
So,
okay.
And he's got like maybe a 2-inch gash in it that lets you see it's some sort of metal that is underneath the stone. And it has some pictographs, some writing that does look very familiar to both of you. And what language do you speak, Corey?
The only ones that I have that they didn't already list are Druidic and Quarry.
But all of them, though.
Celestial, Common, Druidic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Quarry.
It does seem familiar to you as well.
How much punching would I have to do to really kind of get a gist of what's underneath here?
Probably about an hour's worth.
Okay.
And it is nighttime now.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to try anything too magically destructive because I don't want to ruin what's underneath.
For all we know, we may have already opened gate to Upside Down and screwed the world over. So perhaps we get rest tonight. We look at this in fresh eyes morning.
I think that's a smart idea for the most part.
Would Handir or Ath know what it says?
They will both look at it, and they do not know.
Hondir, can you waste your divine intervention to see if you could? Just kidding.
Fails.
Can I cast Detect Magic?
Sure.
Okay, I'll mark spell slot.
And as you start to cast, you hear, "You need to leave that alone."
That's Kairos, isn't it?
You don't know?
Let me try something.
Well, let's see first. Did you finish Detect Magic?
I did.
You are blinded.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck.
The bright light that is coming from just that little sliver, that visible sliver is the only thing that you can see that is magical. So the surrounding areas, normally if it's not covered by lead or anything like that, and this isn't lead, this is stone, you can see magic, through walls a little bit, okay? But you can't see that with this. You only get this concentrated portion. It is like staring at the sun for 3 hours.
Oh shit.
You are blind.
Or do
So-
you see that he's blind? Or does he have like milky weird eyes?
No, he doesn't have milky weird eyes.
I hope you'd say something. Or like,
So Miyagi's gonna like fall to his knees, he's like closing his eyes, touching the stone. Still like blinded. Can I cast Identify?
That will take an hour, right? Or 10 minutes, I believe.
It takes a minute if I cast it.
Okay.
Just give me 1 minute, guys.
You should leave that alone.
So like 10 seconds in after he hears that voice, he's gonna retract. Oh, I'm gonna leave that alone. Guys, bless
Sorry.
you.
Thank you.
I'm blind. This.
We are all blinded by the pain that we are feeling, Miyagi, but we will be okay. We will pull through.
I hear Miyagi and I'll touch his arm and cast Lesser Restoration.
Are you still concentrating on Detect Magic?
No. I would have dropped Detect Magic as soon as I went blind.
Okay. Well, a few seconds after you do that, as you see Corey starting to cast, your sight does come back.
Oh, no need, I'm fine.
So you can save your spell slot if you want, Corey.
Okay, thank you.
Do you guys want me to find out what this is? Because the voice is telling me not to.
Is
What
it
I
the
cast-
friendly voice or the evil one that wants to do bad things to you?
Yeah.
I haven't heard this voice before, have I?
It's similar. But important point of clarification. As you fell down on the ground, you did find a book. It's the same book that Embla had in her hand.
Okay.
This book is black leather. It has a motif as if there was a skull that was trying to force its way out of the book. Its mouth gaping, and you see like red stains coming out of the mouth, as if there was some liquid that was poured in there.
Oh dear. To answer your question, I don't think it's a helpful voice. It made me blind. Well, pointing to the stones. Did happen to find this book.
It doesn't exactly look like a comforting bedtime storybook. Except for maybe Ixbit.
I can open it. What's the worst that's gonna happen, you know?
A
Funny
lot.
thing is that when you go to try to open it, it doesn't open.
So you see Miyagi like try to open it and it doesn't open. It's like, uh,
There's no lock on it or anything.
The evil bitch lady had that right.
Not that I don't trust you, friend Miyagi, but for time being, I think we've had enough for tonight. I'm gonna try to gently take the book from Miyagi. Let us investigate in the morning when we
It's
have the
funny.
sun to protect us. Oh,
You try to pull the book out, and Miyagi, even if he doesn't give any resistance, it's like Miyagi's the strongest man in the world. You can't pull it out of his hands.
He's stepping on your territory.
let it go, Miyagi.
I can't.
Oh, you can, Miyagi. If you want to, you can drop it.
That
Miyagi
sound
doesn't want
promising.
to. Miyagi doesn't want to.
Now, if you did have Foundry open, Miyagi, you would see a new item in your inventory.
I'm launching it right now. I want to look at this item.
And by folks, lore coming in 10 minutes.
I
No.
will go ahead and tell you it. Sakura. Actually, no, I want you to do it because I want you to pronounce that.
Okay. Well, friend Aries, why don't we, keeping a hand like holding this book and raising another hand to Aries, why don't we head back to the town and let's all get back together and figure out what to do next.
Hold on.
But as y'all notice, like Miyagi is gripping this book.
I'd like to maybe try something. Okay. I'm gonna cast divination.
Divination.
And I'd like to trying to think how to phrase this.
You can ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days.
I want to know, like, if we uncovered that, if it would be evil, if we'd be doing something good, but I'm not sure how to phrase that.
We'll think about that. And because depending on how you say it, it will, certain things might be made known to you. Enough pressure on you there, Corey?
I know, it's terrible.
while she's doing that, Ares is going to check his muscles because clearly something is wrong if Miyagi was able to overpower him. So he's gonna do exactly. He's like poking them, flexing, just seeing what's wrong.
You think you got an extra muscle after this fight, actually. You found a new one you didn't know about before.
Woo!
But that also means that you're not hitting that spot. You have to adjust your exercise routine.
Yes.
The book's name is Sacrificium Abysso.
Great.
You see that on the spine of the book. But you won't know the rest of it.
Yep, until I open it.
Yep. Until you figure out how to open it.
Hey guys, how do I want to ask this?
What are you trying to ask?
Like, if we were to access that, what would happen?
But we need to word it in such a way. Like, how does divination work?
Like, I can ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days, and they have to give me a truthful reply.
Okay. So
But
something like
it might be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen.
Yes. So basically, I just want to, like, if we...
if this book were to be open,
Well, are
Would
we
we-
asking about the book or the runes, or...
it's your
I don't
divination.
connect it? I know. Like, it's pressure. Like, I want to ask the right thing.
Are the contents of the book worth diving into the abyss?
That's super
That's-
vague. That could
yeah,
be.
That is vague. I thought it sounded cool.
I don't want to... Yeah.
It sounds cool,
It's
but all he
cool,
could
but-
say is like,
worth
you
to
know.
who, you know?
Exactly,
Like, I
it
want to
could be
make sure
like-
we're not unleashing some evil shit.
or he'll give us some lame ass answer like all things are in danger when you enter
Yeah.
the abyss. It's-
Would I do that?
yes, you would, and then you'd have a trap open up beneath us.
I mean, maybe the center of the stones is a trap. I don't know.
So are those connected? The book and the runes?
Is that what you're asking for your divination?
No. I'm asking as a player, like,
The player doesn't know because the character doesn't know.
It doesn't have to be a yes or no question. It could be open ended, and
Well,
the
yeah,
answer
that's
comes
what
in
I
a truthful
want.
phrase.
Well, they're both on this plane of existence, so obviously they're connected in some way.
see, that's not helpful.
See, that's
I
the
know.
big answer we would
It's
get.
not supposed to be helpful. It's not supposed to be helpful. It's a choice.
I would inquire what happens, like what fate would befall us if the book were to be opened in the next 7 days.
What's that, Miyagi? You're cutting out.
Oh, I am?
Or I thought you said
Uh,
something, but I don't...
Oh, I was drinking from my mug.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's it.
Ah. It
Drink is a
sounded
good
like you
idea.
said something.
Okay,
See, that's just my mug. It's like a tankard.
We can't see. You don't have your camera on. Haha.
Theater of the mind.
We are in theater of the mind right now in the scenes.
okay. I think... how I'm gonna phrase this. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of go into just a brief little meditative state where my eyes go like all like glittery diamond white. Like my irises, pupil gone. Everything just looks white.
Sikori sits there with her legs crossed as her eyes open up and they turned white, but not white like the snow, more sparkle in them. As her body starts to levitate up and the wind moves around her and it flaps her hair all over the place. What is your question?
Would we be unleashing some sort of evil by interacting with these runes and that book?
Apples and oranges in your basket. Either can choke. Or grow. That's your answer.
Harris goes into a rage.
What you gather from that is that these two are separate things. Separate interactions, separate consequences, separate benefits.
Okay, there's
And one moment.
Wow. That's a good cryptic message, though.
We are going to take a quick 5-minute break. I have to deal with something with the kids. So this is about an hour in. So quick 5-minute break. We'll be right back.
okay.
are back. Kid issues taken care of and continuing. So you guys have a mysterious Stonehenge, basically, where you've discovered there is something underneath the stone here, and a demonic-looking book. What would you all like to do?
I think we should head back to the village.
Heading back to the village will take you most of the night.
We want to camp here with demon blood and weird stone.
Not too excited about that idea either.
Plus, Miyagi has that weird glint in his eye just before shit hit fan, so.
But we will come back here.
Well,
Are we planning to?
I'd like to figure out what's going on with the markings.
Well, perhaps we take a refuge in the Druid Sanctuary thing.
I
Place.
think that would be the safest route to go. Are you okay with that, Miyagi? Will it be alright? Or is that too hard for you right now?
That'll be okay.
Curiosity. I have
Killed the cat.
question.
And not yet, apparently.
So, with transport via plants,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't say, like, how many can go in, like, during one casting. It just says
Correct. It's as many people who can run through it
in a
and
round.
around.
Okay, so I could.
I would say no more than 10 people.
Okay. So, like, if I wanted to use this, say, to, like, take us back to. Because I made, like, the one would be Elkson's tree.
Mhm.
And
Any tree that you're familiar with. So you could actually transport back to your home island right now, or any tree that you are, back to Lahora.
oh, fucking cool.
Yeah.
Instant transport.
I will just say what you need is, because transport via plants is just so open. Basically, I'm going to use the rules for a teleportation circle. Okay. So you have to spend some time with a tree getting to know it, basically. And then you'll have its imprint and know how to go. I will say that you know of a couple trees in your hometown because you have definitely been around that a good while. And maybe another tree that is right outside of Lahora. And maybe another one that is right by Waterford, which is where you met the party.
Okay.
So, but in the future, all you have to say is, hey, I want to get to know this tree, and it's going to take you 5-10 minutes. You come, you talk to the tree because it's kind of rude going through them.
Yes. This would be true, yes.
Whisper sweet nothings in its ear.
Just don't ask me to have a Matthew McConaughey accent.
Alright.
You don't get that from the Sun Tree? When Matt Mercer did it, he had a Matthew McConaughey accent.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'll explain that to the party that I can take them to these places, like, basically instantly and back.
I still don't understand. Need you to explain it again.
So, I kind of can use a tree as a portal. Once I've kind of, like, befriended a tree, for lack of better term. I have done this with Elkson's tree and a couple others in my hometown, Waterford, and where was the other place?
Lahora.
So I could take us to those places if you'd
Oh,
like.
So I'm confused. The tree will pick us up and carry us to these places, or it throws us?
It's kind of like beaming us between. It's magic. It's not like the tree gets up and, moves and takes us. It just kind of.
With your passive perception, Corey, and again, I have to constantly give you heads up on stuff because of that fucking passive perception. You see a shadow go across Ares, the top of his head, as if something's flying over it. You see Ixpit.
Hey, Spit, don't shit on Aries' head. I don't think.
Damn it, you ruined the surprise!
I kind of had a feeling that was where you were going with that.
And he flies down. It would have made him smarter.
Ah, little Exbit. Did you get the villagers back safely?
Yes, they are back safely and they're having a lovely dinner. They, as you see, his stomach is kind of extended a little bit. And of course, I've regaled all of the heroic traits as me as the savior of the village. They're going to give me a statue.
Are they aware
Very
of the
Spit.
fate of Elkson?
Yes. I told her mother. And she's distraught. I was very kind. As you see, this is this is a more serious Ixpit now. She wanted you to know that she knows you all did your best. And that Elkson died how she lived, protecting other people.
Good man, Exbit. And I pet him.
Spit.
Hey! I'm not a man! You take that back.
Good, weird demon thing.
I will accept that. Fucking
No.
man. Humans are fucking gross.
You know, little creature, I do agree. Humans, very smelly, very stupid.
Very stupid. Almost as stupid as Goliaths.
Don't get carried away, little Exbit. I crush you.
You could even take a book out of his hand.
You know that is... Yeah, that's fair.
I've been working out as he flexes and his muscles kind of droop.
This whole time, Miyagi's just been like looking at the book, just turning it over in his hands.
It's warm to the touch. You can do an investigation check if you like, followed by an Arcana check. Actually, no, just make a straight Arcana. Same roll, basically.
Straight.
Yeah, straight Arcana.
Okay. That's a 14.
14.
Piss poor.
I would say with a 14, you have the feeling that you have to give something in order for the book to give you something.
Miyagi?
Miyagi's gonna pull out a dagger.
And Ares knock out Miyagi.
I'm pretty sure you could.
Miyagi, I've got a really bad feeling about that book. I feel like if you were to open that book, it would undo everything that Elkson just did, and not for the better.
I think
just
that
gonna-
I think, as you see Exped, he puts his hand on your hand that has the dagger. I think that we all need to take a rest before any decisions get made. Just my thought.
I agree with Ixbit.
All right, she said it. She said it. Mark down the calendar.
I've agreed with you before.
I know, because I am the smartest of the group. I know this.
You all see this book? I'm just gonna hold the book aloft and put it in the bag holding,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gone.
I think that was the best choice for now.
For now.
We need more answers before we do whatever with either of those things.
Listen, I say we all get some rest. We can do it here, and then go wherever we need to go from here.
So you guys start to approach the tree again. You notice a distinct rise in temperature. The snow seems to have melted away around the tree. It is pleasant and comfortable. And as you sit down, it's very easy to lean up against a tree and be completely comfortable. It doesn't even feel like wood. It feels kind of like cushions.
I could just picture like Miyagi like climbing up, making like a little hammock up in the branches.
So, you all are resting. Is there anybody, first off, is there any other RP you want to do before we get to the rest?
I do want to talk to Miyagi.
Feel free.
Friend Miyagi, may I have a moment of your time?
Sure, what do you need?
I
What can I help
wanted-
with?
I just wanted to say that I'm sorry. I failed to protect Elkson when she needed me the most. And I wasn't strong enough. I know this now. And I will do everything I can to make it right.
You weren't strong enough. I don't know who would be. I killed her.
Why do you say that,
I-
friend Miyagi?
You all went after her. The fire eater, whatever her fucking name is, and knowing that she ate fire, I cast fireball. And when you all were busy with her, I got attacked, and I chose to protect myself, and not help her.
Miyagi. You acted in the best way that you knew how in the moment as it arose. Elkson would not have wanted you to put yourself in harm's way to protect her. She knew. Look around you, Miyagi. This entire area is her love and devotion to you. We could literally feel the warmth of her heart protecting you even now. She loved you with all her heart. And she would not have wanted you to sacrifice yourself to protect her. It wasn't who she was as a person. She wanted you to live. So that's what you must do now. You must live and honor her memory the way that we all must honor her memory.
I wasn't strong enough. I know that. And I just have to get stronger. I have to do better. But you're right. I just. I didn't get the chance to tell her how I felt.
You knew how you felt, Miyauki, and she felt very much the same way. We will be strong together, and we will make this the kind of world that Elkson always dreamed of, where everyone is safe and everyone is treated equally.
Hopefully.
I'm gonna give Miyagi a hug. It's gonna be too hard, and he's gonna take a point of damage.
What's your strength modifier?
My strength modifier, +6.
Take 6 damage, Miyagi.
Alright.
His ribs crack.
That is the sound of love, Miyagi. Crack, crack.
You cracked my back.
Wow.
Thanks, Aries. Just. I should have done more.
I will. Trust me, I will be. I should have done more as well. But then we can't. We can't allow the mistakes, no matter what they cost us, to define us. We owe it to her and to her legacy to see that this Leandra pays for her crimes. Get some rest, Miyagi.
Okay. I'll try.
So Corey will kind of be watching from a little ways away and go sit over by Miyagi. Do you think you'll be able to get some sleep? I might be able to help. If you can.
I'll be okay. Don't worry about me. I'll be okay.
I'm going to worry about you. It's what
Hopefully.
friends do. I couldn't help but hear a little bit of what you were saying to Aries. And I agree with him that you can't look at the past. There's things that we all could have done differently there. All of us. But don't think you're not strong. You've been through so much. You're one of the strongest people that I know. And I haven't even known you that long. I don't think that she would want you to feel like you have to change yourself in some fundamental way because of what happened to her. Because you, as you are who she loved. She loved you for you, not some maybe stronger version of you, not some harder version of you, but for who you are. You're a good person with a good heart. And that's what she loved. And I'm gonna do my damnedest to not let you change yourself into something different than what she loved out of grief, because she wouldn't have wanted that. And if the roles were reversed, you wouldn't have wanted that for her. So I'm gonna look out for you. And if I feel like you're going down a bad path, I'm gonna call you on it. And I expect you to do the same for the rest of us. Because we have to do our best to live up to her legacy and to share who she was with people who didn't know her. And not let grief make us into something that she would feel bad about and guilty for. Because you know she would. If you went down a bad path, she would feel like it was her fault. So I won't let you do it. If I have anything
Oh,
to say about it anyway.
all I can do is try and honor her, be a hero.
Right.
Kyrus is back and he's in my head, and
But so is she. And she's much stronger than all of us. So if you're ever not sure, just ask her. She'll tell you. She'll guide you.
I
feel
can
like
only hope.
I feel like that's what this whole grove is about.
I can't help but look at this place in awe and wonder and also disgust. Not of her, but
Right.
what I did.
No,
That
it wasn't. It's not you.
I could have saved her. I could have changed things.
Miyagi, I really don't feel like you could have. I don't feel like any of us could have. We were in over our heads. We're lucky that any of us are still walking. And just, I know it's impossible to try to look at it, but just try to think of what you would want her to do if the situation had been reversed. She would never have blamed you for it, or you wouldn't have wanted her to blame herself, or to feel like she did something to let you down.
She was always. If I had died, she would have blamed herself.
But you wouldn't have wanted her to. then you would have known it wasn't her fault. And I'd be having the same talk with her.
She'd just be as stubborn as I am.
Right. Grief is a horrible, horrible thing. It's so painful. But I feel like you grieve people as hard as you loved them. And you're
It's
feeling
like,
that because you loved her so much. But just because she's not here with you doesn't mean that you can't keep loving her to that same extent, you know? I firmly believe that she is still with us, a part of her, besides this grove, outside this grove. She'll keep watch over you, and I feel like anytime you're not sure what to do or how to go on, she'll send you a sign. I see my lost ones in the stars. And I'll point to a couple like of my piercings. Like this was one of my friends that was lost in the dragon when I met you guys. This one over here is one of my childhood friends. They're still with me. I know it. When I'm feeling really down and miss them or I'm not sure what to do, I can look up in the sky and I can find them, and I swear that like their star like recognizes me. I'm gonna assign one to Elkson too. And I think she'll always be with you. She's not just with the Grove, she's wherever you are.
I can only hope.
You don't have to hope. It just is. If I didn't believe that, I wouldn't be able to get up and move every morning and keep going. And we're going to get justice for her. But not in a way that turns us into something that she would be ashamed of. We'll do it in a way that still honors her and allows you to keep being the person she loved.
Just. I just think I need time alone.
I understand.
Thank you for talking.
Anytime. Hear whatever you need.
With that, let's figure out the watches for tonight, unless you all are just going to sleep.
I'll watch. I'll take first watch.
Take first watch.
I'll take mid watch.
Mid watch.
I'll take last watch.
Last watch. All right. Corey, go and roll me a perception check, please.
Okie dokie.
You want to make sure you don't miss anything, do you?
Yeah, 17.
17. Your watch goes without any event. Aries.
Oh, I wanted to do something while I was
Sure.
up.
Of course.
I want to look up at the constellations, and I want to assign a star to Elkson and put in a piercing in
Okay.
that location.
Easily done. Does that complete your watch?
Yep.
Okay. Aries, go and roll a perception check for me.
18.
18. You notice that it's much more comfortable by the tree.
Nice. I want to take a moment to go up to the tree while everybody's asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to speak. Ilkson, I don't know if you can hear me where you are, but I want you to know that I will protect Miyagi. I will keep him safe in your stead. I know that it is folly to blame self for action of others, but I'm truly sorry I wasn't strong enough to fell Embra before she landed that final blow. Just know. And then I don't finish the thought. I just kind of. I will get stronger. And I will protect everyone, Elkson. And then that's it.
All right. And now Miyagi.
Perception check. $17 total.
17. During your watch, Miyagi. In fact, during your sleep. Let's backtrack a little bit. You hear a voice. You need to be stronger and to leave this place.
Can I respond?
Sure.
I know this voice, correct? This is one I'm familiar with, or is this a whole different voice?
This is one that you're familiar with.
Okay. I'm trying. But I'm in pain.
I felt that pain before. You have been told lies of my nature. Do you know why I sought power?
Why?
Because they butchered the only person I ever loved. I would not see that happen again.
Who? Who were they?
My own people. and hers. We Tabaxi lived in the jungles eons ago. They did not want an elf to be with the Tabaxi.
Sorry.
I am sorry for your pain. I could take it away, but I will not. You will grow and use that as a motivation to get stronger.
Well, I'll be even stronger than you, Kyrus.
Of that, I have no doubt.
What was that? You broke up for me like 3 different times during that.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Okay.
Call upon me when you need. I will not be as fickle as the so-called gods. And you wake up for your watch. Is there anything that you do on your watch?
Miyagi will try to walk away from the party, but sort of like try and slip away. Preferably unnoticed.
Give me a stealth check with advantage.
With advantage.
Oh yeah, they're sleeping.
That's a 15 total.
Okay. They don't wake up.
Elkson. Bahamut, if you're there. And Miyagi will pull out the book and the gate scroll. Do I destroy these? I need to sign something.
You roll dice.
What dice? Just a regular D20?
No, I needed to roll dice.
Oh, okay.
You do not hear anything.
I need to know what's the right path. I need to get stronger. I need to do what's right. First, I have to find out. What's in this book. Miyagi will cast Identify on the book.
Normally, Identify would get you all the information, but something is blocking it. What you do understand is that the book will open with a sacrifice of blood. You will have to sacrifice 2 hit die in order to get the book to open for a short amount of time. You're not sure how long. You're not sure what's within.
Miyagi will do it.
You take your dagger, you slice it across your hand, and you start feeding the mouth its blood. As you see the eyes start to a small red glow as the book opens up. First page gives you the title again. Within these pages lies the secrets to all of the infinite abyss. Start skimming through the pages, and it starts to talk about different demon lords of the abyss. You let me pull this up. Actually, the demon princes of the abyss. You see a section on Demogorgon, one of Orcus, of Gazet, Baphomet, Yigod, who I can't even say that correctly, Jubilex. And then you get to a port where it goes over Malekith, the queen of the succubi, and more subtle of the demon princes. So you start to read her history. You get to a point where it says that she had 3 sisters, her lieutenants. And you read the last name of one of the lieutenants, and it's Leandra. And the book closes.
Can I spend 2 more hit die to read about Leandra?
I need a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty. That's a 14.
You can open up the book again. I need to send you a text.
Alrighty. We'll mark off more hit die. Knowledge is power, baby.
That's for your first opening.
Okay.
And that's for your second opening.
Okay.
Leandra was one of the lieutenants to the Queen Malekith. She was also a rival who spent a long time building her power. She allied with Orcus, the Lord of the Undead, and even allied with Gazet, who is an enemy of Orcus,
Wow.
to slay Malekith and absorb her power. But upon the moment of absorption, Gazette turned away from her and stripped her of her power, which then allowed an unknown lich to summon her. And the book closes again.
Miyagi will stick the book and the scroll back into his bag. Go back and lean against the tree. I'm sorry. I need to know what we're getting ourselves into.
The last phrase that you saw was Leandra was always able to be manipulated by, and that's when it shut.
Some other time, some other time. Okay.
And you all wake up after a full rest. Miyagi, your next full rest would be the next one, because you already rested.
Okay.
What would you all like to do?
Do we honestly need to return to village if Elkson's mother is already aware that she's no longer with us and the villagers have been saved? Is our job here done, or do we want to take on White Dragon? What are we thinking?
Well, we got a lot of things to do. I mean, our list just keeps on getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah. I think we have to set some priorities. But I don't even know where to start. You guys had a list before I even joined, so...
Well, we have Lahora. See how that place is doing. We have to go watch Ares get his butt kicked again. And didn't you want to talk to some scholar?
So much to do.
Well, that's only 3 things. That's not big.
Well, we also have the whole Meowgi Tigris Deathworm thing.
Ah,
We have to hunt down the Yandra.
yeah, we gotta. I told you, I didn't like that bitch.
I said so as well, but there was no convincing Elkson. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, that was Suzanne. Never mind.
Y'all need to start trusting me more. Boss, you're quiet. What's up?
I think heading back to Lahore is a bad idea.
Well, it's been a couple weeks now.
Do you think those clowns that look like you are still there?
I don't think it's a matter of the clowns. I think it's a matter of the people who want the scroll.
Oh, that's right, the little halfling shit, yes.
You take shits bigger than that halfling.
I do. Smelly it too.
Oh,
So
I
the
know.
three of them for the
I know.
muscles.
I have to go downwind from you.
Did you know I have to eat 3 times my body weight in meat just to maintain this physique?
You, well, it's obvious that you're not eating that much because you're withering away.
That hurts Aries' pride, and he immediately looks for like some reflective surface to see if he's actually fading away.
There's no reflective surface really, except for maybe that shiny metal behind the stone.
I will punch stone for an hour until I get enough metal to see if I have withered away.
Well, it's kind of funny. You go there to punch it, and it's, you know how it was shiny, like silvery. It's tarnished now.
Oh, the parts that are exposed are tarnished, or the whole rock?
The parts that are exposed are tarnished, and there's more cracks in the rocks.
I see. I immediately call for Corey. Corey,
Yeah, what's up?
the rock, it's cracked, and the metal that was so shiny and glittery is tarnished now.
Well, that means you could probably break it now, Scrawny.
I'm gonna go into a rage.
Okay. X-Men flies up.
Not an X-Men.
X-Men still flies up.
I'm gonna try to smash the rock.
Okay. One punch. The entire thing shatters.
Well,
I mean, the metal is still there, but the stone all shatters.
I have done it. We now have metal thing. Is it all tarnished?
All tarnished.
And the writing that none of us could quite make out, is it still there?
It's still there, and it's now you can see it is very. The reason why you thought it was very familiar is that there are some celestial aspects to it, but it seems to be a mixture of celestial, abyssal, infernal, and more languages. Like each word is a different letter in a different language.
So we have somebody.
I'm sorry,
we have
each
people
letter in each word.
Yeah. So we have people that could speak celestial and abyssal, so we can pick out at least 2 of these letters.
Exactly. You pick out letters, but you don't pick out total words yet. It's extremely odd. And this is in the center of... these are the 3 stones that make up the inner circle. There's another circle of stones around it.
Do you think I should smash other stones?
I think you need the exercise.
I swear to God, X-Bit.
As you see a piece of poop fall right next to you.
Oh, that's it. Do I see where X-Bit is?
I tried to make sure I did not hit you. I was not aiming for you.
I'm gonna try to jump. How high is X-Bit?
He is 60 feet in the air.
Crap.
He knows better.
All right, I'm gonna go to the next set of
Your
rocks.
rage is leaving you unless you do something.
I'm gonna smack myself in the face and then head for the next rocks and try it again.
As much as smacking yourself in the face works in other games, it does not keep your rage. However, if you attack the stone, you will stay in rage.
All right, I attack the stone.
All the stone shatters.
All right, is there any stones left standing?
Yes, there's one other stone in the inner circle.
All right, I'm just gonna do a running Hulk smash to all the stones. So pretty much just gonna go full circuit,
Okay.
smashing rocks.
The stones that are on the outside circle all crumble, and there's nothing underneath. It all crumbles. You have
Okay, so the
3
outer-
pillars of metal.
Gotcha.
You having fun over there?
The 3 pillars of metal, I feel like important somehow. Do you want to try to do your weird magic where you go temporarily blind and then you're all like, oh my god, the pain hurts? Yes, no?
Yeah, fine.
You cast Detect Magic.
I go up to the stone and I cast Identify.
You receive
The
no
metal
knowledge.
pillar. Okay. 10 minutes later, I'll cast Detect Magic.
No magic.
Well, whatever it is, it's dead now.
I'm not getting anything.
Can I go to the center of where the three pillars are and
Mhm.
just kind of feel? Does the ground beneath me feel hollow?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm done here.
Ares hit it. He's done.
I contributed to the best of my abilities. Now I leave it to the smart people to see if there's anything here worth investigating.
Miyagi,
Yeah.
do you think it would be worth, like, copying what we're seeing here, writing it down? Maybe if we get to some point, we can translate it somehow?
Yeah. I can write it all down. But I think the only place that we're gonna know what to do with it is the observatory. A place of higher learning.
Yeah.
It's
Would
gonna take so much time.
Would anybody like to do an investigation check on the pillars?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, it's a new day. I gotta roll my importance.
Yep.
I'm gonna do it anyway, even though
Mine
that's not my
too.
super skill. I got a 17 for investigation.
17. Not bad.
16 plus 1.
I rolled for my wheel woe
Hmm.
and a 20. So of course that's when I get a nat 20.
Exactly.
Even. Let's see, investigation. So I will guide myself also. 15 plus 4, 19.
19.
I got a dirty 20 on investigation.
Dirty 20, which was the DC. You notice these three pillars. What you thought were different languages. You have Abyssal. You have Infernal. You have Celestial. And what other language do you speak?
Languages I speak Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Draconic, and Sylvan.
Okay. There is a third language. There is Sylvan. Sylvan is one of them. There's letters in all three of these. And you notice that there's a symbol at the top. One of them it looks like a motif of a forest. The other one has a ring of fire. And the last one has heavenly clouds. And you start to think, what if these three pillars are actually one pillar? What if one letter that's in Celestial goes into the next one and goes into the next one, and then you'll be able to read it?
So what you're saying is, if Miyagi takes the time, he can decipher this, with the exception of Infernal, at least writing the script down by taking the letters and putting it, like, all the Celestial together, all the Sylvan together, and all the Infernal together.
Absolutely. It will take time.
I think I could figure out what all this says, but I'm going to need some time.
I think it's worth taking the time.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
so
obviously they wanted it badly enough.
So, this one is Infernal, this is Celestial, and this is Sylvan, but the letters... The Infernal writing has Sylvan letters and Celestial in it, so my plan is to take all the Infernal script from all three pillars, combine it together, same thing with Sylvan and Celestial, and basically make writings for the Infernal, Celestial, and Sylvan, and see what that comes out to.
Well, I can do celestial. I don't know Sylvan or infernal.
I'll make pancakes.
And you start to work on it. And I think that's the perfect place to stop our game for tonight. Because there are some secrets that are about to be revealed. And I'm going to make sure to give a nice handout to you all for it.
Nice.
So, we're going to end our session how we end all of our sessions, with bitches, gripes, complaints, comments, questions answered. Let's go for emotional damage number Meowgi.
Great session. I love the part where everybody's trying to calm Miyagi down.
I'm trying to calm Meowgi down too.
Yeah, you are. Just sorry in advance, guys. I had to look at the book. I had to figure out what it was about, and I got some useful knowledge.
Oh, there's even more knowledge in there.
Yeah, don't tempt me, Brian. Don't tempt me.
You will have the intricacies of... Hold on for 1 second. Sorry. There is a distinct advantage that you will get in dealing with the Abyss if you read the book. I'll say that.
Okay.
Next, we'll have the person who obviously has the highest constitution because he took some blows to his ego today, Ares.
Oh, I was ready to smash Miyagi's head with a rock, but it turned out to be useful, so it was okay. This was a fun session. Got to exercise some emotional depth with Ares, which is not really his thing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this was definitely a good feels session.
And last but not least, Corey.
Oh, it was a good session. It was a tough session.
Yeah, I wanted to keep it kind of, we got to deal with all these emotions and all that, but I wanted to focus all that into one session. So the next session we can, bam, you guys got something to do. I will say that some of the stuff that you're going to learn has been planned from day one. And I'm super excited to actually finally get to talk about it. Because it's a lot. So thank you all for everybody who has watched us. We will not be on next Monday. Next Monday is our off, so we'll be back on the 31st at a new time of 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be running earlier because I am swapping schedules, and I will be working midnight, so I need to be ending by, a little bit before this time. So I'd like to at least get a nice chunk of gaming in. So the 31st at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we will be back. Thank you, everybody, and let's go ahead and let me log into Twitch right now, and we will find somebody to raid with our... I don't think we got like 4 viewers, but hey, it's all good. So what did you all think of... Let's see. So what did you all think of... All right, let's kill that. And I hope that you all enjoy the villain that I'm going to be playing, Lady Leandra.
She's as good as dead.
We'll see.
She won't survive the night.
Yeah. I'll find her and I'll kill her.
I actually have made her, and we have now rated. So we're no longer live.
I don't know if it was just me, but like it played a lot of ads during your during the
Yeah.
session.
I was
Huh.
watching it,
I
yeah.
looked up, it was ads. This last one was like 5 ads in a row.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
damn.
like crazy.
Damn, I will have to take a look at those settings because, yeah, I don't want a bunch of ads. Alrighty. That was a good session, y'all.
It was.
Yeah.
Considering we were down several people, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely